Holy moly, moly, moly.
Hey guys, it's your girl Lucinda and I'm back with another quick and healthy recipe. Today what we're going to do is a deconstructed egg roll. It's a really simple recipe. It is really low on calories, high on protein, and it's super good. So let's get started. We start with our ingredients. Very simple, very few ingredients. Here we have some chopped onions, we have some garlic, we have ginger, some low sodium soy sauce, ground pork. You can use any protein, ground chicken, ground beef, ground turkey, but I would prefer ground pork. It's the higher of all the protein. And then we have some store-bought coleslaw. It's just a coleslaw mix. It's not the one with the mayo in it. You just want the actual cabbage. And to garnish, we have some wonton strips. So let's get started. What we're going to do is we're going to start by adding our sesame oil, about a tablespoon. You guys know the drill. I do everything by eye. So you guys will get the exact measurements in the description. So we have our sesame oil, got this going. Then what we're going to do is we're going to add our garlic and we're going to add our ginger. With the ginger, I would say do about half a teaspoon of ginger. I like a lot of ginger. Ginger's like one of my favorite roots. But, you know, I don't want you guys, if you're not big fans of ginger, to go too hard with it. So let's have our ginger. I'm gonna get this going a little bit, and then we're going to add our onions. Now, the onions I used are red. I like the red onions because it gives it a little bit more color to our actual egg roll. So I myself choose to use red onions. White onions is fine, Vidalia onions is fine, just onions. As far as the onions are concerned, I used about a half an onion. This particular recipe that I'm making with you yields about 2 servings. The recipe that I will give you in my description will be for 4 servings. That way you can make it for your family. And you know, 4 servings goes a long way. You can actually stretch it to 6 servings. So while this is cooking and getting translucent, so like I said, we want this to be nice and translucent. We want the onions to be a little bit soft, which is what we have now. From there, we're going to take our pork. I would say if you're gonna do it for the family, 1 pound of pork or your protein, whether it's going to be, again, ground chicken, ground pork, ground turkey. Ground beef is okay, but I don't know. I think ground pork is a little bit more authentic to an egg roll. So, you know, you can go with that. But again, you can use any protein you want. So what we're gonna do now with the pork is we wanna make sure the pork is cooked through and it's nice and brown. That will take probably about 4 to 5 minutes. So you're just gonna sit here and just let it go and let it cook. Breaking up the pork. Basically, you just want to make sure that your protein, I'm not going to just say that I have pork here, but that your protein is nicely cooked through. Once it's cooked through, you're then going to add your cabbage mix. So what I like to do is I like to move everything to the side in terms of my protein. So I'll move it all to the side here. And then I'll add in my cabbage. Okay. Then I combine the 2 together. I mean, this is so much better than getting an egg roll from the Chinese restaurant. I get it. I mean, we all love a good egg roll from the Chinese restaurant, but think about it. It is deep fried. Right there, that's about 125 calories. That's a lot. Just by it being deep fried. We just eliminated all that by doing it this way, okay? Now, don't get me wrong. I have my little wonton chips here just to give it a little crunch. But again, we're saving a crap load of calories and trans fat. Okay, So now we're going to take our low sodium soy sauce. Because again, I cut this recipe in half. This is about 2 tablespoons of the soy sauce. And the great thing about this recipe is it doesn't require any salt and pepper because the soy sauce has enough sodium salt in it to give it the flavor that it needs. I don't recommend that you add any salt and pepper to this. You really just don't need it. And again, regardless if this is low sodium soy sauce, it still has sodium. It's just a lower content of it. So now that we added our soy sauce, we're just gonna let this kind of cook a little bit for another like 1 to 2 minutes so we can get our vegetables a little bit soft. Not too soft, but just a little soft. So that's happening. It's about ready. Okay, then we're going to plate it. Yeah, I think this is ready. She looks good. She looks real good. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I am now going to get and this is such a great way to eat your favorite appetizer from the Chinese restaurant. Look at that, how pretty it is. Take a couple of these and garnish. And look, that is my deconstructed egg roll. It has all the protein, all the veggies, a little bit of crunch. This bowl right here is about 236 calories. We have about 28 grams of protein, which is amazing. And we have a little bit of crunch, you know, carbohydrate from our wonton chips. I hope you like this recipe. Again, I'm gonna have the breakdown of everything in my descriptions. I appreciate your feedback and any comments, and I really, really do hope you try and enjoy this recipe. Have a great day, everyone.